Polycom had their earnings, and it was an absolute burner. The company has a new CEO, basically a whole new L1 management team, and they've taken and quite frankly, they haven't really financially taken advantage of COVID because they were so focused on the office itself as opposed to the hybrid office. Now, what they did is it took them a while, but they just put it into overdrive here. Now, they just released a new set of what I consider truly hybrid work that obviously didn't impact their earnings this quarter. It was a lot of the work that they did with the prior series. And also, this doesn't sound very sexy, Daniel, but getting their manufacturing in place to take up the demand. So, gosh, what was their stock up like 20%? It was absolutely insane.
Yeah, there was quite a run on the stock, but there's been a shift from growth to value. Poly sort of sits on the premise of both, because it hadn't grown early in COVID, but it is in the right space. Collaboration is the right space to be. Companies Poly, and by the way, the ticker PLT, because it was Polycom and Plantronics.
Buddy, that mixes me up every single time. I'm literally searching, what is the Poly ticker?
Yeah, PLT. It was Plantronics. Didn't change when the company changed. And there's that big smile. That's Dave Shull, the new CEO, which we've had some opportunities to engage with. And Dave came from probably best known for his role leading TiVo, but he's had some other big jobs too. We've talked about Dave, but I really did like that the company brought someone kind of outside the traditional on-prem video conferencing. So if you think about Poly, where it was sort of best known, it was like legacy video conferencing. That was where it was known. And Plantronics was kind of known for the legacy headsets, things in call centers. Well, the companies had to really make a big pivot. And the pivot has essentially been moving from those on-prem legacy businesses to really attaching itself to, say, Zoom and to Microsoft Teams. And that's really what's happening here. So this new P series of professional devices is really all about creating hybrid work technologies, larger format displays, more dedicated headsets, small, this is a sync device, part of another new launch that's, connects Zoom for higher quality audio experiences. Look, we've been stuck in our offices for so long now. And you and I have the benefit. We get all these toys sent to us. We're playing with new technology. We get microphones, computers, PCs, cameras, laptops. But the average knowledge worker is in their office using a 3 or 4 year old laptop with a crappy camera, crappy audio experience.
Yeah,
it's really all about turning that up to the next level. All the money companies are going to save by getting rid of leases of commercial spaces, removing real estate. Well, what we need to do is up level the video quality, because we still see people in rooms that they shouldn't be doing video in. We see video quality that's way too low. We have audio issues. The whole, what'd you say? What'd you say? So look, the earnings were very good. The foundation, the baseline was low. The company retired some debt, created a lot of cash through its operations, almost doubled the expectation on earnings, had a 10+% beat on revenue. The leadership change is working. The products are getting in line with where they need to be. And these partnerships, especially Zoom and Microsoft, are key partnerships for any company that wants to be relevant in the peripherals business around collaboration. And the company's also, by the way, focused on software. It's working. It has this new Lens software that's actually doing analytics on collaboration tools, usage, success. In organizations, you heard me talk about Viva, same thing here. When it comes to collaboration, organizations want to know more about how their people are doing. These tools are the kind of tools that can help, both from the sense of understanding how they're doing and enabling them to do better. So congratulations to Poly, Dave Shull, the whole new L1 and the leadership team over there. It's a good momentum. And of course, as an analyst, I'm going to say I want to see more.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Dave and his no BS approach. All my interactions with him, one-on-one, have been just open and free. And I'm giving feedback, and he's taking it and challenging me, and I appreciate that. They're in a really interesting space, right? Poly is one of those companies. Okay, on one end you have PC equipment, right? That's universally flexible, but not as easy to use. And I would posit the experience isn't necessarily as good. On the other side, you have equipment that's tied to one service, right? And then in the middle, you have companies like Poly that can work with multiple, but they have optimized experience for 3, 4, and in audio, like 7 different options that you can get. So I think they fill a really interesting gap. They always need to be on the ball and thinking about value they provide, so they don't get squeezed at one end by the PC folks, and they don't get squeezed on experience by the proprietary folks.